Now, it's time for a little R&R.
Foul into the bucket, lays it up and in.
Ball game, Rizzo! Live in the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, this is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
This team is going to be tough when they finally get it together.
Sit back and relax. Let Russo and Rizzo take you home.
Oh, mercy! Light him up, Colin!
Yankee lose. You got it for me, Christian? We got to get that on a hotkey. The Yankees lose.
So we could abuse it.
Colin Russo, Mike Rizzo, Christian Cat. It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3. A Thursday edition, October the 9th, 2025. We are streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter/X at ESPN West Palm. Got you for the next 2 hours today. One more team is down for the count. Toronto Blue Jays win Game 4 last night, 5-2 in New York at Yankee Stadium against Cam Schlittler, who was the terrific rookie who had a great game in Game 3 against Boston. Turns around and, you know what? Had a good outing.
Pitched well. Come on.
Had a good outing.
Give the kid credit.
No doubt. Had a good outing against the murderer's row, essentially, of that lineup. Toronto, everybody can hit. That's without Bo Bichette. They have been unbelievable hitting the baseball. But another day, another offseason ahead for the New York Yankees, who now look around and say, hey, our pitching's going to be good, but boy, do we have some bats to figure out, because it was Aaron Judge who statistically put together a superb postseason, and he had a moment in Game 3 against Toronto Blue Jays. But other than that, the Yankee offense was a whole lot of nothing. Giancarlo Stanton did not have a great postseason. Anthony Volpe, the shortstop of the New York Yankees, who everybody's been waiting to do something offensively, he outside of Game 1 against Boston, where he had that opening homer, he has completely stunk at the plate. Jazz Chisholm made a crucial error up 2-1, and that 2 error to turn 2, and it ended up turning into 2 runs, making it a 4-1 ball game, and he could have ended the inning. A terrible error at second base.
Right.
That extended the game, and outside of that is the island of misfit toys. That's what the Yankees were. The Plan B options for Juan Soto ended up not doing really much at all. If they had Juan Soto last night, or if they had him throughout the series as somebody who was a consistent bat who would have given them something, now things wouldn't have been different, because you can't. The Toronto scored 38 runs in 4 games.
I was about to say.
But it would have been a different look offensively. But now you look into the offseason, and now you think, what now? What now?
I think you got to tip your cap to the Blue Jays.
That team is great.
You got to tip your cap to the Blue Jays. I didn't believe in them. I don't think a lot of people believed in them because of the lack of success. This is their first championship series at 16 when they played the Guardians.
Yep.
So, listen, this is a team who's been chock full of talent for years, and they're finally breaking through. And we talk a lot on the show about tinkering rosters, retooling. The Blue Jays have been doing that for years now. Remember Donaldson.
And they were never afraid to blow it up.
Exactly. Remember, they got rid of Donaldson, who ultimately went to the New York Yankees after a couple of stops. But, they've been retooling consistently. And you got to give them credit. They pitched well. They're hitting the cover off the ball, to Collins' credit. And last night, bullpen night, 8 pitchers.
Yeah,
8 pitchers.
That's the part where
8 pitchers, 2 runs for that.
That's where you got to yell at the Yankees, because there was a different pitcher every inning for Toronto, and you can't get anything together.
If I can too, you mentioned the role players, essentially. Everyone outside of Aaron Judge not showing up for the Yankees. It was the same conversation when they went to the World Series last year, too. I mean, Stanton obviously was incredible. Juan Soto was incredible. But everyone's like, they got to fix that back half of the lineup. I feel like we're having the same exact conversation with the Yankees today.
I mean, it wasn't as egregious. It was literally just Judge. It was just Judge and everybody else.
Not arguing that. But what I'm saying is they had to pinch hit Volpe. And they put in the Martian, and lo and behold, that guy had a double in the 9th. It was... And then they couldn't. I believe they get him around. Judge got him around, and then with 2 outs, Bellinger struck out, and that was the game. And the broadcast I thought did a good job last night.
I thought Smoltz was really good. Smoltz is a Yankee hater, but I actually thought he was quite good yesterday.
And Smoltz, he said in the 9th inning, this is why if you're the Yankees, you're hitting yourself in the thigh, or you're smacking yourself in the forehead that you weren't able to take advantage of runners in scoring position early on in the game. Because in the 9th inning, you would have had a chance to tie the game. You would have had a chance to, 5-1 at that point. I don't think anybody thought the Yankees were coming back at 5-1.
They had bases loaded there in the 7th inning with Wells at the bat, at Austin Wells, their catcher, who's supposedly an offensive-minded catcher, and he puts together a wasteful at bat with bases loaded, 2 outs. In the first pitch, he flies out to left field. It was just situational hitting. You have one side where everybody can they knock the cover of the ball, but they're trying to get the ball into place. John Smoltz said this multiple times last night. They're not trying to get everything up. They're not trying to get everything out. They're just trying to get things in play. And that's sort of what the Brewers do. They have a little bit more power than the Brewers, but they get everything in play. They 1 through 9 is dangerous. Yet Nathan Lucas, who was in AAA for 9 years, and then a couple stops here and there, and then this guy is killing the Yankees, hitting second in the lineup.
And another hitter that struggled too throughout his tenure in Toronto is George Springer. Springer's had an incredible year.
He's been superb, and he's a good player because
he's a cheater. But you're
a good
right.
postseason player.
Yeah,
yes.
agreed, cheater. But he turned it around this year, and that's just right now everything's going right for Toronto. Now, if I can, we mentioned Volpe and how bad he was for the Yankees. I mean, Grisham was worse. Grisham had a worse postseason.
Terrible.
I think he probably in that lineup had the worst postseason out of anybody.
He was terrible. He was terrible. Him and Volpe
unplayable.
Did absolutely nothing. The whole idea about the Yankees is you go and they score runs. They hit home runs. And they get people running quickly. Everybody can score. They get 30 home runs here, 20 home runs there, 20 there, 58 there. It bounces around. Everybody's a good hitter. Well, the second the playoffs started, where is that? Do that. They weren't themselves. And honestly, to circle it all, you saw it yesterday post-game. I don't know if there is a franchise in sports that unifies the fans when they lose quite like the Yankees.
I got to say, I'm not, and I told Christian Cadd, our household Yankee fan producer, I'm not the one to dance on the grave the day after. It's just not the kind of fan that I am. But, I was happy they lost last night.
Christian, do you have, let's get up the audio of Guerrero Jr. post-game with
the Yankees lose. The Yankees lose. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, hey, let's do it again. The Yankees lose. The Yankees lose. Let's go, baby.
Isn't it Big Poppy?
Those are division rivals.
I know.
One more. The Yankees lose.
And that was it.
Oh my God. It's not funny.
It's funny.
A-Rod, Jeter, and Big Poppy.
Christian,
and
it's funny.
You got a Red Sox and a Blue Jay going, the Yankee lose. I love that.
The
that
joke
is awesome.
That's been run to the ground since 2018. And the Blue Jays are trying to be the Red Sox. They're not the Red Sox. They happen to be better than the Yankees this series. And they're trying to be the rival, but they won't be. It's okay. It's okay. You'll get there, guys, eventually.
The Yankee lose.
Christian, I'm not going to keep explaining myself, but that was funny. I'm not going to sit here and
Jeter's
dance on the
sitting
grave.
there
That
all
was funny.
pissed off.
Yeah,
Jeter, we
was
don't
upset.
care. Jeter, we don't care.
Jeter was upset. A-Rod.
He was upset that they were celebrating in Yankee Stadium, too. That's the part that pissed off Jeter the most.
What do you want him to do? They won on the road. They deserve it.
Pissing off.
Come on. They won on the road.
And they did it, and the Dodgers celebrated at Yankee Stadium, too. How about that? Wow.
It's all unoriginal.
That's got to piss them off.
I agree with Christian there.
Unoriginal.
But it was funny. Like, they go to talk to Vlad about the game, and that's what he asked. That was funny. That was.
The guy was 9 for 50.
Poppy.
He was unbelievable at the plate. He was the best hitter in the series.
And
you got to plunk him next year. You got to throw at him a couple times. That's what you got to do if you're a Yankee.
I think
that is such Yankee fan.
Yeah, that's so Yankee fan. That clip is worth it. If he gets clipped 2-3 times, fine. That clip is worth it.
Yeah, it is.
Because you had Cam Schlittler, who was going after a Boston fan for 10 days. This is where this is hypocritical. Because you had the Yankee fan going after the Boston fan for allegedly being a bad to Cam Schlittler's relatives. And we did this. That was 5 days. It was 7 days ago. And now we're turning around thinking, this is classless. The Blue Jay fan has no right hill to stand on, saying the Yankee lose.
In their defense, it was the player. It wasn't even Blue Jay fan.
Yeah, right.
And
that was the player. But Cam Schlittler did the same thing. He was going after the Boston fan, saying enjoy Cancun.
He did.
And then he's going to be there a week later with his bags.
at the check-in counter.
Different. Yankees, Red Sox, all
Hey,
rivalry.
Roman Anthony, what's up, Jaron Duran? How you guys doing? Like that's what it's gonna be.
Go ahead, Christian. Christian, go ahead.
Huh?
Blue Jays have an inferiority complex,
Oh,
and they
wow.
finally got their moment in the sun. And you know what? We'll save a reservation in Cancun for this time next week. How about that?
So you
Well,
think
this
Mariners or
team is going-
Tigers
that
are going
team's
to beat
going
them?
to the World Series.
I don't think.
I mean,
Listen,
the
hope-
Mariners could beat them, but that's going to be a good series.
Hang on. The Tigers are still alive, mate.
Yeah.
Still alive.
I'm rooting for the Mariners.
I know you are.
Big game on Friday night with George Kirby on the mound too.
That's our guy.
That's
It's
our
low-key
guy.
our guy.
That's a friend of show.
He is.
That's George
He is.
Kirby.
We
So
got to get him on, by the way.
Yeah, we can figure that out. We could get Kirby on.
Work on that.
No problem.
Anti-American to root for the Blue Jays. Anti-American.
I'm kind of with Christian on that. The Canadian team is kind of anti-American to root for.
I think it's almost anti-American to root for the Yankees if
There
you're
might-
outside of the tri-state.
All right. Hang on. Touche.
Yeah.
Touche.
Got it.
Touche.
There is not a
Never
is,
broken out the touche for the airwaves.
is there a franchise that even rivals what it's like when everybody sort of comes together to
so
celebrate the demise of the Yankees?
I mentioned in our pre-show meeting the Cowboys because the Cowboys make the playoffs and don't win anything. I go back to that game against Green Bay when even myself, who can't stand Green Bay for that matter, even I was getting a chuckle. Like, that is just so Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys to lose to I know he wasn't a rookie quarterback, but it was his first year starting in Jordan Love.
There's a lot of parallels because they had the
yeah,
dynasty in the
yeah.
90s, and then they just haven't been able to recapture it.
This is world football, not our American football, but my team, Manchester United, is Yankee-esque in that sense where no matter who, everyone hates United in that sense, but that's world football. I'm trying to think American sports. Like
Whenever
the Celtics.
whenever the Patriots lose with Brady, that was a celebration amongst celebrations. And the Chiefs have that a little bit. But, the Chiefs have a little bit more of an appeal because of all the characters. When the Patriots lost, and they never did, but when the eventual time that they lost before the Super Bowl, or they got knocked off, by whoever, whenever they made a run, the Steelers, that was when everybody banded together and said, thank you.
The Patriots were so hated that people rooted for the New York team to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl twice.
The New York team beating them 2 different times was viewed as the thank you. Thank you.
It was.
That is the bizarre part.
Yeah.
It is the thank you for doing it.
The Tyree catch the first time around.
No team inspired more unification via hatred.
I mean, it was Return to the Jedi party on Endor with the Ewoks kind of celebration.
Something like that. 100% right.
Really was. The evil empire's finally dead. We're on Endor partying with the Ewoks. It's the way it goes.
And the
way she goes.
The Patriots are a little different because the Patriots won every single year. The Yankees do not. But it was along the lines of there are certain teams that they unify the fan who don't root for them and they can't stand the team. Whenever the Yankees lose, they incite that unification because it really is them against everybody, just like it was the Patriots against everybody.
Now, Saban in Alabama was like that for a little bit.
Absolutely.
Saban in Alabama on the college
when
football
Alabama
side.
lost week 1, people, thank you. Thank you. That's what it looked like.
Cue the John Lucas music, bro.
It was the fall. It was the fall from grace.
Yes.
Ohio State losing. Everybody, thank you. Thank you, Mike. No. Ohio State losing would have that effect.
No.
On non-college football fans.
Kyle.
It does.
I don't think so.
No. Everyone hates Ohio State. I know that. And
Alabama's
does
like
my
in the
head
South and Ohio State's the North. Everybody in the South hates Ohio State.
I think there's more of a negative connotation with Michigan.
No, I wish
even
there
though
was, but
Michigan's not better.
I disagree with that. I don't know
do
about
too.
that.
The cheating stuff adds another level, and the Harbaugh stuff adds another level.
I think that's just Ohio State fan like me, no?
I don't think Michigan is good. You have to be great. I don't think Michigan's good enough
more
consistently enough to make it. Like they're a middling team right now. They've had 2 great years in the past 8?
Good point.
So that's where I would say
preach, brother. Preach.
All right.
Preach the good gospel.
Take it easy.
Preach the good gospel.
Because there's going to be the Buckeye lose. Like there's going to be one of those whenever Ohio State gets knocked off
losing this year.
to the Hoosiers. And that's going to be America's team.
We don't play Indiana.
Do you not play the Indiana this year?
We're at Illinois, Penn State, Michigan.
Oh, okay. Because you had Indiana last year. Okay.
Yeah.
Duke basketball.
Duke basketball. Good example. That's a thank you moment whenever they lose.
I like Krzyzewski. I'm in the minority on that. I didn't dislike Duke. I hate North Carolina.
Because it's funny because a lot of people make fun of Duke fans for being Yankee fans. And a lot of people make fun of Yankee fans for being Duke
Kyle,
fans.
my hate team is North Carolina. Can't stand North Carolina hoops.
North Carolina has a little bit of that, but Duke is we're Duke and you're
And
not.
then
That's what Notre Dame losing.
And
that to me
Yeah.
is a big
yeah, big time.
thank you, because everybody
100%.
hates Notre Dame outside of Notre Dame.
Correct.
If you are attached to Notre Dame, then even your neighbor went to Notre Dame, so therefore I'm a fan. If you're not that person, everybody thinks, get this team out of my face. Nobody likes when Notre Dame wins.
I think I've told you this. So you guys, I'm a fair weather Kentucky hoop fan. It's like the one team that I don't have affiliation with that I really love.
That used to be another. That used to be it.
I
The
feel like they
Calipari
were-
teams
yeah,
used to be
definitely.
like that.
The year they lost to Wisconsin did my head in. They should have went undefeated that year. It's the best team ever. And they lost to a bunch of farm boys
No.
up north.
Great team.
Yeah, and Bo Ryan pulled a Bo Ryan in the national championship.
That was
Bo Ryan pulled
first of
a
all,
Bo Ryan in
Justice
the
Winslow
national
touched the ball in
championship.
overtime, and
Stop
it killed the game.
Stop it.
Nonetheless, that was 2015.
Stop it.
I think we covered it all. I think those are all the teams that people dislike.
If you're gonna put it into a little bit of a hierarchy of the college and the professional sports, Duke, Notre Dame, the Patriots of old, the Yankees. I don't even know if the Dodgers are in there.
No, they're starting to get there.
Starting to get there.
I'll tell you what, they keep winning. They're going to get there.
I don't think they're there, and I don't think there's a basketball team.
I think
there.
it's the Celtics. I hate them.
I don't
hate them.
maybe.
You can make a case for the Lakers in there too.
Yeah.
It's that Yankees Cowboys.
Agreed.
I would make an argument.
I'm
I would make an argument. It's LeBron.
I actually-
LeBron is a player.
That
I would make the argument. It's the player.
might
When
be it.
LeBron loses, everybody's like, it used to be the Warriors. It used to be the Warriors. But now that's not a thing anymore. It's LeBron.
So
people seeing LeBron lose, you either love
This
it
is-
or you absolutely hate
This is going to be a cold take for a lot of people, but not for me. I feel like people wanted to see LeBron lose more than the Warriors, even when the whole rivalry with Cleveland and people were rooting for LeBron to lose more
it.
than
But that's
the
why it
Warriors
made
to
sense
lose.
because it split the NBA fan though.
It did.
Because it was either
It did.
if you hated LeBron, then you liked the Warriors.
Yeah,
and
but
if you hated the Warriors, then you liked LeBron.
That's back when NBA was peak and not the,
All right.
Then
dog
again-
water that it is now.
the whole world was rooting for the Cavaliers in the 2016 finals.
Were they?
True.
Yeah. Over the
it's-
Warriors.
It was
yes.
when Durant left that the people who are the Warrior, hey, homegrown fan, you sort of lost that because it had that effect of Miami Heat versus everybody when the big three were there. It had that villain effect because it was so petty and almost dirty that Kevin
Ruined the
Durant
league.
left.
Ruined the
'Cause
league.
he 3-1 lead in
Yeah.
the Western Conference Final. You blow it to the Warriors and then you leave to go there. That villainized them to every
Right.
NBA fan, and it made it unfair because
Correct.
people thought the product got hurt because the team was too good.
And the NBA hasn't recovered since. I stand by
All right,
this.
all right.
Quickly, you got to let me finish this take. David Stern would have never let. David Stern didn't let Chris Paul go to the LA Lakers.
That was
he would have
different.
never
It was
let
that was
Kevin
a trade
Durant.
veto. That was a trade veto.
He would have he would have stepped in and he would have never let it happen. He would have
trade
never
veto.
let it happen. Stern would have never let him join a 13-loss teammate. You know that.
It was the Chris Paul was a trade veto because the Hornets were a NBA owned franchise at that point. That's neither here nor there. LeBron is the one from basketball in my opinion. You root against LeBron. I don't think the Warriors have that anymore. You root against LeBron. You root against the Yankees. You root against Duke basketball. You root against Notre Dame football and Alabama football. Maybe not Alabama anymore because they've sort of bled.
Booer.
Yeah, they sort of bled, but those are your team. And then the Patriots of old. That's the Chiefs of now, Patriots of old. Everybody loves to see the Chiefs lose now, but the Patriots of old, I've never seen a more big unification than when everybody was collectively so sick of one team that every time they lost in the regular season, every fan outside the Patriots in the NFL would collectively rip on them the entire way.
You've seen 6, right? You've seen Return of the Jedi?
Yes.
When they're partying on Endor with the Ewoks.
The second time we circled this.
But it's literally what it was because the Patriots were the evil empire.
Yeah.
They were. It was terrible.
And they couldn't wait to move on. There was nothing like it. 2000, and even the regular season, whenever they lose in the regular season, it would be a big moment for whatever team it was, similar to what the Chiefs do nowadays.
I'm trying to think.
The Yankees have that effect.
Didn't Brady lose to Denver one year in the playoffs?
He did. Brock Osweiler.
That's it.
That was
Oh
the
my
Brock
God, that
Osweiler
was
game.
And I can't stand Denver, but did we celebrate that up north? Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a
We
weird. That was
celebrated that
the
up
all-time great defense. That's when they had
Correct.
5 All-Pros. That was
Correct.
Chris Harris Jr., Aqib Talib.
Colin, that was like the one you couldn't explain, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like losing to Brock Osweiler, what?
Yeah, that was the Panther year. That was the Von Miller game. That was that year, I believe they beat.
Wait,
the
no,
Patriots.
then it wasn't Brock. It'd be Peyton. Peyton won the
You're right, but I think he got hurt in the game.
That's it. Yeah, someone came in. You're
Yeah,
right.
It was Brock.
So, yeah.
Wasn't it? Or was it Simeon? I can't remember. We'd have to go back and check. But, I mean, that was when people would celebrate. I'll never forget it. People would celebrate. Did the Titans beat the Patriots one year? Didn't they beat them in the divisional round? That was 2019, maybe.
Yes. That's
They
Brady's last pass as a Patriot was a pick six.
That was it.
It was Vrabel against Belichick.
It was the year after that Ram series.
Yeah.
That was
the
Derrick
Rams
Henry.
win.
That was one of Derrick Henry's come out years.
That was when the Titans were 14-2 or 13-3, and they knocked off the Patriots. That was when the whole world was a Titan fan. Oh my God, did they do it? They split up the bad boys.
Chiefs. And who beat them? The Chiefs beat them. The Chiefs beat the Tennessee Titans in 19.
Yes.
And then the Chiefs won the Super
That
Bowl
was the
that
Super
year?
Bowl against San Francisco. That was the Super Bowl against Garoppolo.
Yep, and the Chiefs won.
Yeah.
That was Mahomes' first Super Bowl. Correct.
A glimmer of Astros universal hate.
Oh,
True.
yeah, I mean, they're cheaters.
Good point.
They're cheaters.
Good point.
But that's going to wane, and I think in 10 years
that's about
it's
the
gone.
players. That's about the players.
Yeah.
It's not about the franchise, it's about the players.
It's a franchise. I'll forever hate that team.
It's about the franchise.
It's just
Once
dirty.
you don't have no more Altuve, no more Correa.
I see that logo.
They're all in their mid-30s.
Dirty cheaters.
Speaking of someone in their mid-30s, Aaron Judge, 34 years old this offseason, wasting years of the prime.
How many more years can he do it?
I agree with Christian.
How many more years can he do it?
It stinks.
Now, let me ask you this before we get to break. Do you blow it up? You change things?
Who are you going to get?
I think they need to change the entire infield. That's my
It
personal
takes an
opinion.
organizational shift and emphasis on defense. Like, if you look at the last 3 games where the Yankees were eliminated, there was a critical error in each and every one of them.
It happens every single year with the Boone team. It happens every single year. They
And
get
then-
bailed out by home runs because of lack of defensive prowess.
And in the entire regular season, the Yankees were borderline Little League when it came to just base running. It didn't rear its ugly head that much in this playoff run.
Because they didn't get base runners.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this, though.
Then again, they never actually, they didn't make mistakes, but they never made any plays on the base pads.
No.
Let me ask you guys this, and you guys might disagree with me, and that's fine. Who's the Yankees' second best player in the lineup?
Who played in the postseason or just generally? Their second best player in the lineup was this year. I would probably say is Bellinger, but in a postseason spot, if he's playing great, Stanton is their second most dangerous player.
Yeah, I would agree. That's who I would want.
Bellinger
you
needs to come back. Bellinger will
The
probably
issue-
come back.
the issue
He's
I
a good
have-
fielder too. He's versatile.
The issue I have, you look at the Blue Jays, how deep that lineup is. Look at the. I even go to the Mariners with J-Rod and the Big Dumper. Now the Big Dumper
Crawford,
is recency
they're all
bias.
playing well
and
too.
then do I have to talk about the Dodgers and that lineup? Okay, the Phillies, Schwarber, Bryce Harper, guys. There's not.
No, here's the
outside,
thing.
My issue outside of Judge, I wouldn't take any of those bums. I wouldn't take any of those bums.
888-760-3776.
That's not a Yankee line. Like the Yankee lineup I grew up with was Bernie Williams, Derek Jeter,
Matsui.
even Gary Sheffield. Years they didn't win. They had guys who are hitting 40 home runs. The two guys who are hitting 35, 40 home runs. Where is that?
Hold on.
man?
They
doesn't exist
They had
anymore.
good. They led the league in home runs. That's
A-Rod,
them.
Jeter, Bernie.
I understand.
That's not a Yankee lineup, mate.
I understand what you're
And I'm
saying.
not even a Yankee fan.
They had guys who performed in the regular season. They just didn't perform in the postseason. Stanton is when he wants to be, when he's healthy the whole year, he's going to hit 35 homers. Grisham hit 35 homers. Bellinger hit 30 homers.
But Grisham and Bellinger, these aren't all-time greats that we're used to. The all-time greats right now are on the Dodgers. The Dodgers are the new Yankees in that sense.
You're not wrong. That is true. Now the whole thing is with the Yankees, they also missed out on Garrett Cole the entire year.
Agreed.
That
But
changes things.
I'm strictly talking about the lineup. They lost that game because they couldn't hit. And we get the error. I agree with you. That's Little League. But 2 runs at home for the Yankees?
That's why I think
Come on,
they
man.
need to. I'm fine with
Come
them
on.
bringing back the outfield. They need to change the entire infield.
I thought that it took several steps forward in terms of manufacturing runs without the home run ball in the wild card series with the Red Sox. They didn't have the home run ball against the Red Sox at all, and they still came back from a 1-0 series deficit.
It's just the same thing that killed the Yankees. It killed them yesterday when they do not score. They don't do that consistently. What you're saying, when they don't hit home runs, they do not win games. That has been their identity, and that is not what they brought. That is not what the Blue Jays do, and that is not what the Brewers do. And that is why they are succeeding, is because they can score runs with 1 through 9 and contact hitting. It works.
Who was the color commentator last night?
Smoltz.
It was Smoltz, and he was pointing out, why isn't Judge on his way to second? He has been so successful when running the bases, when stealing bases. And when he was on first base, he eventually did steal. When Stanton got walked, it didn't matter.
Right.
But that change of thinking and being afraid and not being advantageous and leaping for opportunity, it just isn't there in the playoffs of the Yankees. And
because they don't trust any of their bats, and they don't want to lose a guy on the bases. It's a bizarre. It was Judge versus the world. And it's crazy to say that because we were talking about 3 days ago how he hasn't been stepping up to the plate in terms of high leverage situations.
Not signing, and remember the conversations we had when they didn't get Soto. Oh, this is going to be able to give them money to do stuff in the lineup outside of it.
They gave it an honest rip. They gave it an honest rip. Let's see. The same thing happened last year where they had Judge, Soto, and a whole lot of nothing.
The Yankees were built on world-class players, dating back to the Yankee Clipper and the greats like
I get
Ruth.
that, and they do. They have an all-time great right now. That's the problem.
They have one. They have one world-class player. All the other guys are just guys. It's not good enough for Yankee standards. Listen to me sounding like a Yankee fan.
Yeah, but you can win World Series without having multiple Hall of Famers in one lineup. You can have a World Series without having any Hall of Famers in your lineup. Like, that's how we saw the Nationals pull that off. You just get hot at the right time.
But they had a young Juan Soto. They had I believe Trey Turner on that team. They had Max Scherzer.
Rendon,
guys,
was great.
Rendon was unreal. Like, these aren't even the best in the league players. So, like, obviously, year in and year out, you're not going to get the Hall of Fame players on the team that are going to win the whole thing. But, like, that year, Rendon was unreal, Turner was unreal, and Soto was unreal.
But there's something to be said.
There's probably one Hall of Famer with those guys that I mentioned.
The plan B, that was their plan B, was get Bellinger, get Goldschmidt. Make sure Jazz stays. Bellinger's a good player. That's not true. Bellinger's a good player.
5 years ago, in 19, when he won the MVP, he was a great player.
Bellinger's a good player, and he was good for them. He just didn't do anything in the postseason. Neither did Volpe, who they expected to take a run out of. I mean, they didn't play Dominguez. I mean, they couldn't hit. They have guys. That's why they need to upend the infield. You can't change everything and just bring in a bunch of Hall of Famers. It's not going to happen.
Josh Chisholm's going to get evicted, dude.
He's under contract next year. I agree. He's a person that
he gives the visuals that stick with you as a Yankees fan.
The yawn in game 3, and then yesterday the error, and then turning his back on the media after getting benched in game 1 against Boston.
He always complains at the on-play umpire.
But the thing is, he's so polarizing. He had the go-ahead homer in game 3 2 days ago, and it was an awesome play to go up 7-6.
I don't win that game without that homer. I'll tell myself
but that was an awesome play. Awesome.
Because he had a cool bat flip and that crowd's nuts.
Please, I'm not listening to that.
I'm not.
Go ahead.
Quickly, I'm still on the Goldschmidt and Bellinger thing. Those guys were MVPs 4 or 5 years ago. The Yankees are on the former MVP. They need to get on. Where's the up-and-coming guy? Where's the guy from the farm system? Where's the guy that you go out? You re-sign one.
So it's supposed to be Dominguez and Volpe.
Now you bring up a good point.
Quickly, you're supposed to re-sign Juan Soto. Those guys don't leave New York.
How about this? I wrote about this. I went into this today. Since the debut of Robinson Cano, the homegrown Yankee hitters to be named to an All-Star, Aaron Judge, Gary Sanchez, Brett Gardner, Gleyber Torres, who was acquired technically, but he was brought up, and Torres, who's now on a different team.
Playing well.
That's it. Since Cano.
So the farm system's dry.
They haven't been developing players.
Farm system's dry, and then you can't retain players like Juan Soto. That's the problem.
I think it takes the Yankees streak of being above 500 the entirety of this millennium, and the last time they were below 500 was in the early 90s. It's kind of an accomplishment, yeah, but it's holding them back from an entirety rebuild. You saw the Yankees soft rebuild and sell at the deadline in 2016, where they gave Chapman to the Cubs. Cubs won the World Series to get Chapman back. Like, okay, that was cool. And that got him a lot of different tools, like Gleyber Torres. They need to have an embarrassing season and really hit rock bottom in order to make massive changes.
I think what you're alluding to is they need to have a terrible season to eventually move on from general manager and manager.
Yeah.
And they won't do that. Cashman and Boone are probably coming back. Cashman inherited that team. He's been there for 25 years, 26 years. He inherited an all-time great team that George Steinbrenner built. And Hal Steinbrenner has not done a great job in upending this. I completely agree with you. There are big changes with the Yankees. Yes, they have players who did not show up in big moments, but nothing will change, in my opinion, until they get a new general manager and a new manager.
And the problem is it's hard to sell someone to blow things up when you were in the World Series last year and you have an all-time great.
They don't need it. Yeah.
And you got to sell that to your all-time
great. The thing is,
great.
you don't even need to change. You need to get multiple new players. You don't need to change everything because the thing is, you have your namesake. You have great pitching. You're going to have great starting pitching next year with Cole coming back. And you have Aaron Judge. So you have that and then a handful of other players. Like Bellinger is a good player. You're going to bring back Bellinger. Chisholm's probably going to be there. You have other guys. You need to get an everyday shortstop. You need to get an everyday third baseman. And then you need to figure out where you're going to deploy Chisholm. You need to get a better catcher. And then you could sort of figure out where you are. That's what they need. But it's not the most impossible thing.
It can take one off season to do that.
Right. With their money, yes. And the thing is, I'm curious about this. I'm not sure when winter meetings come around, we'll start to get a feel for this when free agency starts to rumble. I wonder how teams who like to spend are going to treat these off seasons because 2027, the new CBA comes up. And there's a lot of rumblings that this is going to be a big strike in favor of the salary cap. If you're probably going to get an enacted salary cap, let's hypothetically say that there are. You're probably going to grandfather in the previous contracts.
Can't take money out of guys' pockets.
No.
That's Steve Cohen, Steinbrenner. That's the Dodgers. Teams like that, I could see them being big spenders this offseason and next before that CBA expires, just so they could grandfather it in if they see it coming.
The Yankees that we grew up with, Christian, I'm like 3 years older than your partner. The Yankees that we grew up with, it's the Dodgers now with the all-time greats and able to go out and get whoever the hell they want, are building from their farm system as well. Like, the Dodgers have unbelievable process. I believe the Dodgers have one of the best farm systems in the entire MLB. They build their own players, and they're going out and acquiring the major names. Not to mention the pipeline they have with Japan right now, too. That is just absolutely insane. They are the new Yankees. The Yankees need to figure out how to get back to what their roots are. It's getting players from their farm system, having them be good, and getting the world-class players on the roster.
Yeah, the offseason before the last Yankees World Series, that was when they got CC Sabathia, who was the hottest starting pitching prospect in maybe that 5-year window right there because of his performance with the Brewers at the trade deadline. A.J. Burnett and Mark Teixeira. Like, that was three big hitters that came into the organization when you already had Jeter, A-Rod, Matsui.
Yep.
Cano. Like, it was great.
I mean, Kyle, it's the new Yankees are on the West Coast, mate. They're wearing
but
Dodger.
Maybe that
you're dramatically underselling. Stanton had a bad postseason. You know what the problem is? Stanton has a bad postseason, and Judge has a great postseason. Judge has a bad postseason. Stanton has a great postseason. They've never lined it up.
Dare I say, you can't rely on a guy who's injured like that all the time.
He's played in the postseason. You can't say it like that because he's been able to play.
He's just
35 years old.
Okay, I agree with you there. But with someone who is injured all the time, and there's not even a guarantee that he's going to be available in the postseason, I just find it crazy that that's one of the cornerstones that you're relying on in the postseason year in and year out.
And Stanton's a weird one because he's a good player, but what is he, 35, 36 now?
But like and I guess I keep comparing it to, but like on the flip side, Freeman, Ohtani, Betts. I mean,
Freeman's in a retirement home too.
Fair enough. But he was unbelievable in the World Series run last year.
Yankees would have paid a lot of money to have Freeman
World
last
Series.
Night.
That game one. He won him that game one last year in the World Series with that home run.
It's changed the entire series. I understand what you're saying. The Dodgers are the new Yankees because they're willing to outspend, but the Yankees also have the brand. The pinstripe is a heavier jersey. It's true. From there, they need to not be afraid to make major changes. They were forced to because of no Soto, and they had to satiate the fan by making moves elsewhere. They're going to have great pitching next year. That is a guarantee. They're going to have great pitchers. They need to figure out the lineup. Been in a car accident, truck accident, suffered a slip and fall, listen to the Yankee game last night, hearing yet another strikeout for Anthony Volpe, and you accidentally rear-end the person in front of you. My friend Mark Anajar and Glenn Levine at Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys are here to fight for you. I know with Anajar and Levine, they got my back. They could get yours too, and they didn't even charge you unless you win. They work tirelessly to get you the maximum compensation that you deserve. Why settle for just any attorney? Demand Anajar and Levine because that's the Anajar and Levine difference. All it takes is that one phone call to take back control of your life. Don't wait. Call for the free consultation now. Call 1-800-747-FREE. 1-800-747-3733. Take back control of Anajar and Levine. 888-760-3776. Outside of the Yankees, who is that one team that unifies you and your family whenever they lose? Is it the Patriots? Is it Notre Dame? Is it Duke basketball? That's me with the Yankees. That's how much I think it unifies the sports world when they lose. Let us know. 888-760-3776. Number to get into the program on Russo and Rizzo taking a timeout in ESPN 1063.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 1063.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Kaiser University's flagship campus. The 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 26 national championships, including back-to-back-to-back lacrosse titles, and they just won their first ever national championship for men's tennis. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
The Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, an affiliate of the Palm Beach Health Network, is committed to delivering high-quality care to the communities they serve. Their award-winning physicians and specialists provide a level of expertise that has resulted in regional firsts and outstanding patient outcomes. For a physician referral, call 866-654-2362. To learn more about the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, visit pbhnphysiciangroup.com. pbhnphysiciangroup.com to get in touch with the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
What's the Anajar and Levine difference? If you're the victim of a car crash, you will always speak to a lawyer. You'll always get the highest standard of care from our dedicated legal team, and we'll always fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Don't wait. Call 1-800-747-FREE. Office, West Palm Beach.
You lather, rinse, moisturize, and repeat. At this point, you're practically training for the Shower Olympics. But here's the twist. It's not your shampoo's fault. It's your water. Hard water leaves a mineral residue that clogs your pores and dries out your hair. Culligan water softeners remove damaging minerals, revitalizing brittle hair and dry skin. Upgrade your shower system today for only $79 a month. Visit Culligan.com for more information, or just say,
Hey, Culligan man!
Hey guys, Mike Rizzo here. I know you're moving soon. Don't stress it. Call Good Greek for your total relocation solution. From packing and storage to local and long distance moves, Spiro and his team at Good Greek Moving and Storage has you covered from start to finish. Trusted by families, businesses, and teams like the Heat and the Hurricanes for over 2 decades. Make your next move simple, safe, and stress-free.
Good Greek Moving and Storage. Your superhero movers.
during football season, keep your home in the win column with EDS Air Conditioning. Right now, qualified customers can score 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the field, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, EDS is the trusted MVP since 2006. Visit EDSisyes.com today, kick off your game day comfort, and don't sweat the small stuff.
A resort destination beyond compare, yet conveniently close to home. The Breakers Palm Beach offers everything you desire with the service you deserve in a breathtaking oceanfront setting. Immerse yourself in unparalleled seaside glamour and enjoy all the Breakers has to offer as you create lasting memories with those who matter most. The best part, you don't have to travel far to feel worlds away. Visit thebreakers.com or call 1-800-BREAKERS today.
Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath, proudly representing the residents of South Florida since 1985, and proud supporter of Inter Miami on ESPN West Palm. Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath has attorneys across South Florida ready to fight for your rights. They've recovered billions for their clients, and you won't pay anything unless you win your case. If you have been injured, call the attorneys at Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath, 561-867-4117, or online at foryourrights.com. Main office in West Palm Beach.
Surviving on the streets. Look at me.
Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
This ESPN South Florida app is available, free to download on the App Store. Go get your South Florida beat every step of the way on the ESPN South Florida app. That's including Mike and I, Russo and Rizzo, which you can listen to in full and listen back on the app. If you miss any of Theoretically Speaking, listen to it on the app. If you miss any of our high school coverage, Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast, we have it on the app. Florida Panther games, listen to the play-by-play. Listen to all the good play-by-play we have throughout the year, including Kaiser Seahawks football, including Inter Miami English and Spanish. That's all available on the ESPN South Florida app. Download it today on the App Store. It's Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3 with Colin Russo, Mike Rizzo, and Christian Catt. We're streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter/X at ESPN West Palm. 888-760-3776. What franchise akin to the Yankees gives everybody in the sports world that little bit of joy when they see them lose in the postseason? 888-760-3776. We start with the mail, the Postal Service. Jack the Mailman joins us now on Russo and Rizzo. Jack, welcome in. What's up?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. What's on your mind?
Nothing major. Just want to let you know that I didn't shed a tear when the Yankees lost. But I'll tell you what. I'm a Red Sox fan. You beat us fair and square. And I'll tell you what. I was wishing for the best, for you guys. But on the other hand, people get tired of the same teams over and over again in the World Series, in the Patriots. I can see why they dislike them so much because they're there year after year. Now, I grew up with the Kaiser Shrimps era, right? And the Yankees used to beat the hell out of us all the time. But I never hated anybody. You got to go with the flow. It's a game. Enjoy yourself. And I don't know. And that's about it for me.
All right, Jack.
Thanks, Jack.
Jack sees joy in seeing the Yankees, but he seems to have a little bit more modest approach to it.
Red Sox fan. A good, solid Red Sox fan right there. Appreciate it.
He's got a little bit of modesty, too.
Didn't know they existed. A good, modest Red Sox fan. It's the first of their kind.
I mean, before 2004, that's all they were, no?
888-760-3776. To New Jersey we go. Kelowna, New Jersey joins the program now. Kelowna, what's up? Welcome in.
Hey guys. I'm in Yankees real quick. Listen, Aaron Boone, I'm not his biggest fan. But the one thing I would say about him is he has never lost a series when he had home field advantage. And all his losses have been to teams when they did not have home field advantage. So, I don't think he's the greatest manager. And I do think, he gets a lot of his choices from above. But the problem is, is the way they construct this team, and I agree with you, Colin. They're going to have some really good pitching next year. They have to fix this lineup, and the second best offensive player is Ben Rice. All right, so Wells got to go. Volpe's got to go. Stan's got to go because they're going to need a DH for a Judge eventually. And Goshen got to go.
Yep.
And the one team that I've always hated, that I always root to lose, is Duke. It has to be Duke, and it had to be the Patriots, because you know what? I used to like the Patriots with Tom in the beginning, but once they started cheating and Spygate and Playgate, that really, obviously, I hated that. So, two teams I always root against.
Good call, Colin. Appreciate you chiming in. He says Patriots and Duke.
So the Yankees need to get rid of everybody outside of the pitching staff, not named Ben Rice and Aaron Judge. Is that not everything I just told you guys? They need a whole new makeover in that lineup with good players.
Keep Bellinger. Keep Judge. I mean, Stanton's going to be around. Ben Rice, your everyday first baseman. Find a new shortstop. Find a new third baseman. Find another outfielder. I mean, that's three, 4 guys. Mike, you're saying get rid of everybody. You just said
mean,
Cody
dude,
Bellinger had a terrible year. Mike, he's the most versatile outfield defensively, and he had a great offensive year. He was terrible in the postseason. So it was a lot of guys. I mean, I agree with you.
They have a lot of guys who were MVPs 4 or 5 years ago. Goldschmidt and Belly.
I mean, Bellinger's 30 years old. I mean, he's the same.
If you're going to rely on those guys in the playoffs, mate, you're going to be in trouble. He's 31 years old. I mean, are the Yankees better than some of the garbage that makes the playoffs? Yes.
I need to say Goldschmidt was a utility player. I understand that. Bellinger.
The mighty have fallen. The mighty have fallen with that team.
Hey, they haven't developed. Anthony Volpe stinks. They haven't done a good job with him. He was terrible. Good call by Cologne. Appreciate him chiming in. 888-760-3776. What franchise akin to the Yankees gives you that joy, that great joy, whenever they lose? We got to bounce around a little bit, and let's make with the NFL starting tonight with the Eagles and the Giants, Week 7. We'll get into or Week 6 is it this week? I think it is Week 6.
Week 6.
We'll get into it. Let's rank our top 10 power rankings, courtesy of Good Greek Moving and Storage.
Who's moving up?
Eagles still best team in the NFL.
You know that they're not distracted.
Who's moving down?
I'm down on the Packers.
This is going to be a major problem. We'll see.
It's time for the Russo and Rizzo NFL Power Rankings. Presented by
Good Greek Moving and Storage. Your superhero movers.
All right, well, listen. There's an elephant in the room here because we had a certain somebody's team on the show knocking on the door at number 11 last week, so it's time to get into
number 10.
Well, here's what we did last week. All right, our number 10, I'll go 12 through 1. We had 12, we had the Steelers. We had 11 at the Jags. 10 was Colts. Seattle was 9. The Packers were 8. Chiefs 7. Chargers at 6. Tampa Bay at 5. The Rams at 4. The Lions at 3. The Bills at 2. Eagles at 1.
So who are we punishing? Are we punishing Green Bay? Are we punishing Seattle?
Green Bay didn't even play. I think Seattle's probably, and the thing is, Seattle played well, which is the unfortunate part. But I think Seattle's the team that's probably going to have to move out. Would you agree? And the Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers. I'd love to see it. But yeah, Chargers are out. I put the Jags in at number 10 firmly. How about that, Kyle? Did you expect to see the Jags on the Good Greek Moving and Storage top 10 power rankings this year?
Well, here's the thing. Hold on, let's determine this really quick. Are the Steelers moving in? They were on bye. They didn't play. So the only reason they would do it is just to fill spots. I think the Chargers. I would take the Chargers, and I would take Seattle over the Steelers.
I would too.
No.
I would even take the Rams.
And the Steelers beat them. I mean, Seattle beat them head to head.
I would even take the Rams over the Steelers at this point.
Yeah, the Rams are going to be in the top 10, but yes. So I'm just talking about the teams in the top 10. Are we still putting the Chargers and/or Seattle in there? I think Seattle should be number 10. Because
so
I think Seattle played a great game against Tampa Bay. That was a great game.
It was, and I'm very high on Tampa Bay as well. I'll listen to Seattle.
Because if I were to do it, I would say Chargers are your team that falls out, unless you want to take out the Chiefs too. Chiefs are at 7 last week. You can take them out of the top 10.
I think you have to with a loss to the Jags.
All right, if there's 2 teams moving out, then it's the Chiefs and the Chargers, in my opinion. I think he keeps Seattle around. I do.
So Kansas City, I'm going to write this. Kansas City out and Seattle at 10?
Yeah.
Okay. So Seattle at
number 10.
I think the Chargers are your first team out, and the Chiefs are your second team out. That's 12 and 11.
So 2 AFC West teams out in Kansas City and the Chargers.
And that means we have to add 2 teams. And I would say you do Jags and the Niners. Remember, they beat the Rams with Mac Jones as the backup on Thursday Night Football. We got to reward that.
Dare I say Niners might be a top 5 team, but let's continue.
I think you all right, so let's do this. Yeah. Now we just established that. I think number 10, you're putting Seattle.
Number 10.
And the Niners also beat them head to head, and the Niners just have won more recently than Seattle has. So I think you put the Seahawks at number 10.
And then 9.
Number 9.
49ers. Say it.
I don't know, partner.
Why?
I kind of want to put Jacksonville 9.
You know, what happened 2 weeks ago? Jacksonville beat San Francisco at San Francisco. How can you logically, you got nothing here. How can you logically make sense of the fact that the Jacksonville Jaguars should be behind the Niners here?
That Bengal loss really bothered me.
Mike, you got nothing. There's nothing here.
That Bengal loss really bothered me.
Mike, it was 11 days ago that the Jacksonville Jaguars went into their building and beat them. I'm not listening to this. You should not even bother saying anything like this.
Number 8.
This is the Niners. 9 is the Niners. Jacksonville, put them at 8. No problem. 8. Jack, you got nothing. You got nothing. Mike, there's nothing you could say that makes sense. They won head-to-head recently. Number 7.
All right.
Number 7.
Packers or Colts? I would say the Packers.
I think Packers. You got to reward the Colts. So 7 or the
Number
Packs.
7.
Now number 6.
Number 6.
Colts are number 6.
They don't
40-6 over Las Vegas. I don't care if they play anybody. You beat a team like that coming off a loss.
The Rams are still in the top 10, correct? We made that. I think the Rams should either be 7 or 6 personally, and I think Indianapolis.
Rams beat Colts head-to-head 10 days ago. That's why I think you put the Rams at 5.
It's a Johnny-come-lately league, but I understand.
It was 10 days ago, wasn't it? It wasn't the Lions.
2 losses, though. And they lost to San Francisco, who lost to your Jags. So you're losing, losing some power with that Jags over there.
You can't. The head-to-head is, you can't transitive property the whole way.
I think Indianapolis belongs in the top 5, no? I think they should be 5, and the Rams should be 6. And the way the Rams lost that game, with the handoff off the middle with 10 in the box, I mean, golly, Kyle. No?
I don't like. I agree with you. They got a better record. That's the only. If they were the same record, I would probably fight back further. I'm fine with that. We could change number 6.
We could go to the Rams.
I don't like that. The Rams beat them head-to-head, but we'll have to deal with it.
2 losses, Kyle. 2 losses. Johnny-come-lately.
Number 5.
And I think this is firmly Indianapolis. You can't put them any higher than this. Agreed?
Yes, I agree. Then you move into. So what we have left out of the 4 teams, we have Tampa, the Bills, Eagles, and Lions.
Perfect. And let's get number 4.
Number 4.
By the way, this is our top 10 power rankings in the NFL, presented by Good Greek Moving and Storage. Go to GreekMoving.com.
This is tricky here because the Bills lost, Eagles lost.
About to ask you, how bad do you want to punish Buffalo and Philadelphia?
Which one do you think's the worst loss? Both lost at home.
I think the Bills loss is worse than the Eagles, personally. New England. I think Denver, better team than New England.
They blew a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter.
All right. So Tampa Bay deserves...
As in the Eagles did.
So let me ask you this, because I need more stipulations here. Does Tampa Bay deserve to be higher than both of them? Because I don't know if I'm there yet. I think Tampa... You know how high I am on Tampa. I think Tampa comes in at 4 still. I still would probably go with a 1-loss Bills or Eagles.
Yeah, you can't put Tampa.
You
can't. Yeah, and also Tampa lost to the Eagles.
Correct.
10 days ago.
Correct.
So we can't knock.
So I think it's Tampa Bay 4 still. As bad as those, I know it's not.
I think the rest of the way, I think you rank these 3 at who do you think the best 3 teams are? Because they each got 1 loss.
Number 3.
So for the record, number 4.
Number 4.
Tampa Bay, and now we are on
number 3.
with the 3 teams left being the Buffalo Bills, Philadelphia Eagles, and the Lions. I think you put the Bills here. I do. I love Josh Allen. I think they're going to be representing the AFC this year, but I think you got to put the Bills at number 3. I think the Eagles should only.
I would probably
fall
agree
one
to that.
slot.
Yes, I would agree with this. And also, they had that bad game at home. They played home basically every single week, and they had that terrible. I mean, that Raven game doesn't mean as much anymore. And they had
Dolphins.
They had that escape against Miami on Thursday night.
You got to put them 3. You respect the record, but you got to put them 3, and then number 2.
Number 2.
Philadelphia.
I think firmly.
And a team that has looked the best the last 4 weeks.
And how about this, folks? Number
1.
It's got to be the Lions.
Not even a question.
It's got to be the Lions.
They haven't been challenged in 5 weeks. This is not even a challenge.
And don't spare me on the fourth quarter comeback by Jake Browning. Okay, they lost the game by 2 scores.
They beat Baltimore at Baltimore. I mean, Baltimore not a big time win anymore, but still they were able to score 40 points on them. That's our top 10. So to put it in conclusion, first 2 out: Chiefs at 12. Chargers at 11.
And then at number 10?
Number 10.
Seattle Seahawks. Number 9.
Number 9.
San Francisco 49ers. Number 8.
Number 8.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Number 7.
Green Bay Packers.
Number 6.
Los Angeles Rams.
Number 5.
Indianapolis Colts.
Number 4.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Number 3.
Buffalo Bills.
Number 2.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Number 1.
The Detroit Lions.
And that is our top 10 power rankings in the NFL, presented by Good Greek Moving and Storage. Folks, go to GreekMoving.com. And listen, if you're moving soon, I don't want you to stress it, because from packing and storage and to local and long distance moves, Spiro and his team over there at Good Greek got you covered from start to finish. They're trusted by families, businesses, and even sports teams like the Hurricanes and the Heat for over 2 decades. Make your next move simple, safe, and stress-free with the world's only total relocation company. And also, folks, these are the movers you can trust. Every single worker for Good Greek Moving and Storage that goes into your house and is helping you move has gone through the Spiro Superhero Movers Academy. These are the movers that you can trust. You got to run to the gas station, you got to run to Home Depot or Lowe's to go grab something you forgot for the move. You can trust them at home with the family, with the kids, the wife, or husband. That is GreekMoving.com. Visit GreekMoving.com. You'll thank my good friend Spiro later at GreekMoving.com.
Not a lot of top 10 teams play each other this week. You only had the 49ers going to Tampa Bay. They're not going to have Brock Purdy. It's going to be the Mac Jones show once again. Outside of that, the only other top 10 game worth note is the Jacksonville Jaguars home against the Seattle Seahawks. Other than that, none of the top 10 teams play each other. So those are going to be your big opportunities for substantial jumps if Jacksonville wins that one.
You're drunk on Jacksonville, and I love it.
No, you're going to have to start saying top 5.
You're drunk on the Jags, and I absolutely love it.
What are you laughing at, Christian? Something funny? I don't understand.
I'm not buying them, Kyle.
What are you not buying?
I'm not buying the Jags.
What are you not buying? Christian, Mike and I had a discussion the other day that I said Trevor Lawrence is the Josh Allen of Jameis Winston.
And it took me so...
Are you able to conceptualize that?
Yes.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes. You're thinking about one type of quarterback and the scale of
and
which
the
you put the
spectrum and how good
Right.
he is on that type of quarterback.
It took me a little bit to figure that out.
I'm sure that was not infuriating for the fans at all.
No. You know what I did to explain to Mike? You know how it clicked?
out.
You know how it clicked? I told Mike that Aaron Gordon is the Michael Jordan of Larry Nance's, and it clicked like that.
I kept thinking he was trying to compare Lawrence and Josh Allen. I didn't know Josh Allen was the
I'm
scale.
comparing him to Jameis Winston.
The quality of player was Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're fun. That's going to be must watch.
Know. Listen,
I like the Jaguars.
Fun team.
Top
You're
5.
on it. You're on it.
Yeah.
You're on it on Monday.
You know why I'm not on them. You know why I don't want to believe them.
I picked the two biggest underdogs of the weekend.
Because you want them to lose because of the Browns, who, by the way, we'll get into this a little later. Jaguars fleeced the Browns once again.
Well, Greg Newsome, good luck. He can't play slot. Don't play him in the slot.
He's not going to play at the slot.
Good.
Dave Jordan Lewis is a good player.
I'm not going to lie. Newsome has been...
I've heard he's had a good year.
He's been serviceable. He's had good years. He can't make an open field tackle.
Okay.
Do not ask him to make an open field tackle. But downfield, vertically, pretty darn good. Don't have him in the slot.
You very rarely have NFL teams go player for player, same exact position.
Yeah, and what drives me nuts is, and it's something you told me to pump the brakes on and let the guy work in drafts for the future, but that was the last of Andrew Berry's first-round picks to,
the general manager of the Browns?
Correct, to go and not get a second contract. No first-round picks prior to this year's draft are on a second contract.
You got a good draft class this year.
Let's hope.
All right. Good trade by Jacksonville. They traded Tyson Campbell and a 7th-round pick for Greg. His name's Greg, right?
Newsome.
Greg Newsome. Greg Newsome and his 7th rounder. So basically a swap.
Yep, that's all it is. So
Tyson Campbell stinks.
He's someone said we'll talk later on. I have a stat for you guys that my Browns buddy sent me about him. He's one of the worst corners in the league.
Good tease.
One of the worst corners in the league.
That's going to keep me in the car. I'm not going to go say to my wife and kids. I'm going to stay in the car and wait for this
Tyson
Browns
Campbell
stat.
statistic.
One of the worst corners in the league. Pretty on par for a Dylan Gabriel-led Brown team.
Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Christian Cat. Second hour of Russo and Rizzo coming up after this on ESPN 106.3.
Get ready, South Florida. It's the 12th annual Boca Raton Bowl. Tuesday, December 23rd, 2 p.m. at FAU's Flagler Credit Union Stadium. Two of the best group of 5 teams go head-to-head in the ultimate holiday showdown. Over 150 players have gone from this field to the NFL. Who's next? Visit BocaRatonBowl.com for the latest, including when tickets will go on sale. The 12th annual Boca Raton Bowl, Tuesday, December 23rd, 2 p.m. at Flagler Credit Union Stadium.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products for over 50 years in the home of honest, reliable service. Go to slbt.com and book your next appointment.
Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
Looking to elevate your brand? Whether a small business, a nonprofit, or a national event, Team IP has you covered. Our corporate and digital divisions offer custom apparel, promo products, and POD e-stores with no inventory, no warehousing, and no fulfillment hassle. Just thousands of brands and options at your fingertips. We're proud to be partners of ESPN West Palm, and we're ready to be on your team. Visit teamip.com, where teamwork makes the dream work.
Tina, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hey, Colin, what's up?
How's the gym?
It's been great. I'm seeing results. My sports-certified Vitacost products have made a world of difference.
Oh, same. Isn't it great? Vitacost is basically the reason I've been able to keep up with Ironman training. Everything you need is in one place for my BCAAs, protein, and electrolytes. Best part, it's all clean and free of banned substances.
Go re-up on your supplements today. Visit Vitacost.com and use code ESPN20 for 20% off. Level up your game with Vitacost.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Hurricane fans, October is coming in hot. Next up at Hard Rock Stadium is a Friday night lights matchup against Louisville on October 17th at 7 p.m. Then the Canes host a coast-to-coast game against Stanford on Saturday, October 25th. Lock in your seats now at MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets. And go Canes!
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. You see that new welcome offer? Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. I think we got to jump on this.
What's John Daly think?
I think you got to grip it and rip it.
Grip it?
And rip it.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and up and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
You lather, rinse, moisturize, and repeat. At this point, you're practically training for the Shower Olympics. But here's the twist. It's not your shampoo's fault, it's your water. Hard water leaves a mineral residue that clogs your pores and dries out your hair. Culligan water softeners remove damaging minerals, revitalizing brittle hair and dry skin. Upgrade your shower system today for only $79 a month. Visit Culligan.com for more information or just say,
Hey, Culligan man!
Now, it's time for a little R&R.
Foul into the bucket, lays it up and in.
Ball game! Rizzo! Live in the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, this is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
This team is going to be tough when they finally get it together.
Sit back and relax. Let Russo and Rizzo take you home.
Oh, mercy! Light him up, Colin!
The 5 p.m. hour of Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3, presented by Good Greek Moving and Storage. It's Colin Russo and Mike Rizzo, Christian Cat. It's Russo and Rizzo, streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter/X at ESPN West Palm. If you missed any of the show today, go listen back and listen in podcast format on Russo and Rizzo, Apple, Spotify, all those great places, and the ESPN South Florida app. Christian Cat is our producer behind the glass today. Christian, hello. What's going on?
Just good. Got a midday bump of whipped cream.
which was bizarre.
Insanity.
So after
Insanity.
the 4 o'clock hour, Christian Cat, who is, I guess, fiending for a snack, goes and checks out the kitchen that we have here at ESPN West Palm.
Slim pickings.
And he found a thing of whipped cream. And, like, you see it, like, in American Pie when they're, like, putting the whipped cream and they're trying to, like, just eat it as a snack.
That would be very uncouth. That would be gross.
But here's my issue with this. Christian needs to start drinking more water, less sugar. Don't you listen to Dr. Josh on the doctor commercials, okay? We're in the Stone Belt down here.
Dr. Josh.
Dr. Joshua S. Jew, the commercial I did.
Oh, okay. I thought about TV commercials.
No, don't you listen to Dr. Jew? This is the Stone Belt, mate.
Okay. Really? I didn't
We're
know
in
that.
the Stone Belt. You need water. You're dehydrated. You drink. You have 15
whipped cream.
Hang on. He has 15 caramels and 6 sugars in his coffee. When's the last time he had water?
I'm going to sue.
Hang on.
I'm curious too.
No. When is the last time you drank a good amount of water?
A glass. Why are you thinking so hard?
I don't know. I had some Moss by Messi last night. I had some Arnold
Good
Palmer
shout.
last night.
Not a good
What do you
shout.
drink in the middle of the night when you're parched?
A leftover body armor.
Oh, my God, dude. Anything but water. It's everything
In the
but
middle of the
water.
It's
night,
got coconut water in it.
You have an electrolyte sports drink in the middle of the night?
Yeah, it's
That's
lukewarm.
insanity. Oh, God.
I sometimes get a little bit of the faucet water when I'm taking a shower.
Dude, I love Spout. Don't bash
That's
Spout.
the last.
I
That's
drink
the
out of
last
Spout.
type of water you probably should be drinking, right?
Probably onto some, but I drink Spout. I drink out of the faucet. People think I'm crazy.
Unless you have a Culligan water filter, then you can.
I don't have that, and I still drink out of the faucet. Anyway, I still don't think there's a problem with that. People are friggin' hypochondriacs.
Just get a Brita.
Hypochondriacs.
Hypochondriacs. You wash your clothes after every time you wear them.
Could be onto something.
Wash
maybe.
your towel. Yeah.
Hang on, this is the second
Pick
time.
your battles.
Christian, this is the second time I'm using this. Touche. But I'm with
Yeah,
you.
I haven't had a glass of water in
A week?
about a week and a half.
Oh my
That's
god.
insane, dude.
Oh my god.
This body is
Oh my
built.
God.
I lost my water cup, so I can't even drink water on the golf course anymore.
You don't drink water when you're on a golf course?
Nah, I've
Hang
been
on, we
stopping.
played
Bev
it.
card,
You're
Bev card
stopping-
person comes around. If there's ever somebody with a Bev card or there's a
Hang on.
place to get a
Time
drink,
out.
you don't do anything?
Time out on the court, 30 seconds. Christian, when we played golf, we were drinking water. I saw you drink.
I lost my cup.
You had 2 glasses
I forgot
of
it
water.
at that golf course.
But Christian, there's styrofoam cups you can get and fill up with water.
Guy
Just
like
'cause
me, good for the environment. Styrofoam is not. So I feel like feeding the machine.
This is the I get my
I don't want to be morbid. Your autopsy is going to be fascinating whenever we get to it. Years and years down the line, it's going to be fascinating.
Christian,
You're gonna be like, oh my god, wow.
my crutch. I love salty. I prefer salty food like Chipotle. I don't do the sugar. The only thing that I drink is, and as Colin has known me for a year and a half now, water and black coffee. That is it. Dude, should I start drinking less coffee? Absolutely. But you need, especially down here, dude, my dad got a kidney stone and the ambulance had to come. Ever since that day, I've drink water like a madman. Like a madman. I drink water.
I'm surprised that doesn't freak you out.
Yeah, right?
First of all, if they haven't gotten him yet, I'm surprised on
he's
top of
not
that. So
30.
they haven't.
Time out. The old man got the kidney stone when he was like 45, all right? You're not even 30. So he won't feel the repercussions of the kidney stones until later on.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. Dude, you got to, it's
calcium builds up.
very rare for a 20-some-year-old to have a kidney stone.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
I don't know. I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
thought it was
I
just
think-
like if you didn't drink enough water. How old are you? 27?
Yeah. I think it's more pressing that no one in the office. There was 6 people in the office when I got whipped cream, and I offered it to everybody else to take a bump with me, and no one would.
And time out. Tell them the craziest part about the bump of the
So
whipped
Christian
cream.
walks around with this whipped cream.
Can.
And you don't know how to, so he puts it on his wrist like he's a
dog.
girl taking a tequila shot with the salt. Like that. That's what it looked
Literally.
like.
I think it's
You're at El
gendered.
Camino.
No, but that's what
shot.
that maybe I'm wrong, but
A caviar bump. That's what it really is. People put caviar on their
you're looking
wrist and-
looking for a snack and you're licking it off your forearm like a dog.
Like a dog.
Well, it'd be very gross if I took it right from the spout. Then
That's where we draw the line.
the
That's
whipped
where-
cream would be ruined for everybody.
I'd rather if you just raised it above your mouth and squirted it in than licked your wrist.
And then put it back in the fridge?
Sure.
What kind of teammate am I?
No one's
What
eating
difference
that.
does it make between your wrist and holding it up in the air?
If you hold it up in the air and you're not touching your mouth, that's fine.
Yeah, I guess. But fountaining when the risk is the whole office loses that can of whipped cream, that's a risk I can't take.
Time out. I can almost guarantee, like, you could take that home and no one will bat an eye.
If and when you ever start drinking water like to the normal levels of what a human does, that's going to be such a shock for your system. You're going to go to the bathroom.
I'm going to use the bathroom too much.
You're going to go to the bathroom every 5
I
seconds.
try to use the bathroom more than I want
Outside of, I'm trying to think in the office, our coworkers. Outside of John O'Terry and Colin Russo, no one's really a sweet snacker here. Like, we see...
Cade Chumsland's a big sweets guy.
I've never seen him eat a sweet in the office.
Did you say I was a sweet snacker?
Dude, you could have a box of cookies.
Yeah, okay.
All right? So I don't want to hear it. You'd eat a box of cookies if they were in front of you.
I agree with
All
that.
right,
No
so
problem.
perfect.
All right, fair
like O'Terry, like the only ones who would be upset about the whipped cream would be O'Terry and Colin.
Well,
That's it.
I'm not touching the whipped cream in the fridge. All right, so you
So
get
you can
one
take it
less
home.
person.
So you get no need.
I'm not losing sleep
no need-
over a random.
So
thing
I
of
can go
whipped
into the
cream.
work group chat right now and
You're
be
good.
like, all right,
You're
anyone
good. You're good
mind?
with me. You're good with me.
Yeah. Now, Dave Drew, our director of ops, brought up a good question. What would you take a shot of in the fridge? Christian's was whipped cream. You want to know what I said? Pickle juice. I love pickle juice.
That's just like of our fridge or
Like,
a
yeah,
fridge?
just the work fridge. Like something that, you know.
It's all just
see
like a
in
bunch
there.
of leftovers and
That's why I said pickle
and
juice.
obscure sauces.
That's why I said pickle juice. Survives the test of time.
There are 16 kinds of barbecue sauce in
a
that
lot of
fridge,
sauces.
dude.
In
Someone
there.
is-
That's a work fridge if I've ever seen
So
it.
I had
Just sauces.
I had with my salad and fruit today. I had those nuggies from Publix.
Yeah.
And I looked in there. I'm like, what can I dip this in? Like 1,500 different things. I pulled out the honey mustard. I pulled out the barbecue and the ketchup. Our GM, Stephanie Prinsko, she looks at me. She goes, got every single condiment in the fridge, and just walked back.
You know, drive by.
Drive by. Just walked back to her office. I started dying laughing.
My old workplace, Ricky Rugow would used to put a donation jar in front of the fridge, and he would stock the fridge with snacks and drinks. I think I should take that upon myself.
No.
Why?
Because you're going to find
It's going to be like
godforsaken drinks.
it's going to be these obscure candies at I mean,
we need water. We
yeah.
need
You need
we
water.
got water.
You need water.
Water.
You need water.
Water
What would you
and
put
coffee.
in there? If we gave you a $20 budget per week, what would you fill the fridge with?
Let's see.
$25.
$25
As a communal space type of thing. I think that's a fair number for the
Fair
week.
shout. Fair
No,
shout.
because a lot of people work in this office. A lot of
We're
people
not
work.
feeding everybody in the office. It's a little different than feeding.
just
It's
like
snacking.
You head over there. Like
I think $50 a week would be the necessity.
$50 a week. What are you gonna buy with $50 a week? That's a lot of money.
It is.
What are you gonna do with $50? You know how many snacks is $50 worth of snacks?
Got an office with like 15 or more people a day.
You want to know what I would get? I'd get those the sleeves of apples that you rip open. There's like 3 of them in there. Such a good snack.
Like the McDonald's Happy Meal thing? Like those apples?
I mean, I guess.
I do like
I
those.
guess, but
I like
it's an
those apples
apple.
that have preservatives that are apple slices.
Oh,
those are really good.
You like the apples that don't go rotten
Yes.
after 3 years?
One of my favorites, especially this time of year, you get the caramel sauce at the produce
Dude,
section.
Now you're losing me.
Yeah,
Now you're
like,
losing me.
what are we
Now you're
doing?
losing me. Now you're losing me.
And then you get the bag that has the sliced apples
He's
that have
made of
preservatives.
caramel. Between his
He's
coffee,
made of preservatives.
You microwave the caramel and,
made
it
of
gets, and you dip it
preservatives.
in.
Dude, those
I used to
companies
eat-
love you.
My
Oh,
freshman year
no.
of college, I used to sit in my dorm
Those
room.
class action lawsuits, when they eventually come out, dude, you are going to be
You wanna know what I'm gonna
rich
get, Christian?
with
You-
how much you have ingest.
Do you want to know what Christian just told? Just subconsciously, he's just going to get candy apples covered in the granny's candy apples covered with caramel and green apple.
All right, so
Now, the one sweet treat that I probably would not be able to say no to are those suckers with caramel and the sour apple. Those things are unbelievable. Those
pretty good.
That's one of the best candy items. Like every Halloween.
Not a caramel guy.
Yeah, I know. You don't like peanut butter
I don't
either.
like
You're
peanut butter.
insane.
Didn't grow up.
Both of you don't like peanut butter, which
Alright.
is like
Ooh, you
you're
know what?
an
Maybe
alien.
I'd get a box of Uncrustables.
Yeah, what?
I feel like that'd be a very
much
clutch
sugar.
snack to have. That
Too
could
much
be
sugar.
even
I'm
a
not
meal
a
replacement.
yeah, I get that. I didn't grow up with that. I didn't grow up with that either.
I love them, but there's a lot of sugar in it.
So you get Uncrustables? That's what you
I would
get.
do.
How would you feed the office?
I would do Uncrustables.
If we gave you an unlimited budget, what would you get the office as a meal? If you're going to set up a office, hey, Christian's handling lunch today. Here's $250. So like you can get whatever the hell you want. What are you getting?
I'm not a big fan of the caterings that are around here.
So what, are you going to get everybody an individual meal?
No names, please,
Yeah.
by the way. Too.
Yeah, I think I would pass along.
No names, please.
I would
no
pass
names, please, to the
Burger King.
catering. All right.
I would pass along a Google Forms link and say, hey, just send me your order to
so-and-so.
We'd get Greek. That's what I would get for everybody.
Right.
We would get Greek food.
Greek food.
Gyros for everybody.
All right, I'm fine. I'm on board with that.
I'm 100%
I would
on board.
get rid of the Google Forms link. Everyone's getting the Euro. Same thing. That's what I would get for the entire office.
Honest to God.
20 euros?
Dude,
yeah.
I got to give him a shot. And I know I just said no names, please.
A kebab?
Listen, if you're in Peoria, Illinois, go to Olympia.
Okay.
I mean,
All
my
right.
God.
Talk about no names, please.
That is the best.
You break your own rules like
Andrew,
nobody ever met.
I know I do. Andrew and his brother Paul, man, I'm telling you what, Olympia and Peoria, dude, I must have been, for a month, I must have had €2 a week from that place. So like the office, we would get, like part of our trade were the gift cards, and my boss Scott would just feed me Olympia gift cards. Feed me euros and those delicious
Mike, if you got
French
that
fries.
free budget, you'd probably get the Chipotle catering.
Oh God, yeah. I
don't know.
I love Chipotle. I need the cart.
A lot of the
I need the
catering
Cardale
versions.
Jones cart. Sorry.
Yeah. A lot of the catering versions of food that I do like isn't the same when you get it, when they bring the big trays over. It just does not taste the same.
Hear me out on this. You mentioned Chipotle. I think like 85% of the people I know would eat Chipotle if it was catered. Who doesn't like Chipotle? Have you
You're
met
just saying
somebody?
it's your favorite meal.
Have you met?
You're just saying it's because your favorite meal.
Be honest with me.
I mean,
have you
the pendulum
met?
has swung, man.
Have
like
you-
the Qdoba and the Moe's crew, they're loud in their vocal.
All I'm saying is, have you met
Moe's.
somebody? Have you met somebody that doesn't like Chipotle?
Yeah,
I don't ask everybody I've ever met if they like Chipotle.
I've never, in a setting where we needed to go get food or whatever in high school.
It is
and
a
college,
reliable option.
I have never. No one has ever said Chipotle. You nuts? I'd never
but
had
like
that happen.
the salmonella problem they had in like 2017.
Dude, I have the iron gut. All right. I have the
so you
iron
powered
gut.
through it.
All right. Granted, I
took it
don't.
head on.
I don't have the iron gut. It's like the absolute opposite.
don't
Actually,
don't even bother to elaborate.
TMI.
Don't
But, yes. No. Doesn't
Like,
bother me.
it does. I do
And do
like
you want
Chipotle,
to?
but I have a lot of people in my circle that are firmly anti.
Do you want to know what's the most underrated part about Chipotle? Is the guacamole.
I think that's a pretty properly
mean,
rated
It is
part
the
of
best.
Chipotle.
I
I feel like a lot of people really like it.
The guac is
really
out
do.
of this. The guac is out of this world.
You
would be right if you said-
you could have led with that, but no problem.
Out of this
It's
world.
not underrated.
Out of, it is
I
very
think the
underrated.
corn is actually the underrated part of the bowl.
It's what makes the bowl. The corn and the sour cream. Double wrap chicken burrito with sour cream, extra white rice, sour
Like, you
cream,
keep
corn
their
cheese, and
lights on.
lettuce.
You keep their lights on. How often do you get Chipotle?
It's at least once a week, sometimes two.
So 2 times a week?
Once a week.
Once a week.
Once a week.
Had bad
it's
experience at
because-
my local one.
6 times a month?
Here's my issue. You know, with Doc Al, I'm down weight with Doc Al over at Men's Only Medical, so I only do
your
it.
bowl is like made for horses and oxes,
Dude,
and
not-
to keep them on weight. You know, when they're
Colin,
getting the cattle up,
Colin,
when they're keeping the
You
cattle
mean-
fed for
you
the
mean-
season.
you mean-
that's the type of meal that Mike
Hold on.
gets.
You mean my bowl, burrito, large bag of chips, and guacamole
Oh my God!
in one sitting, gone in 15 minutes?
And feed a family of 4
Don't know where it went.
instead of Chipotle and indulging. I think I actually do know where Christian would get food catered for the office. Probably Racetrack, right?
Yeah, man, you got to take advantage of their buy one, get one for $1 tornadoes or hot dogs. It's incredible. Me and Colin are going to meet Mr. Freeze tomorrow.
Yeah, Mike. You know Mr. Freeze?
Hang on. Are you racing them?
I'm bringing my running shoes. He better.
So if you ever been to a Braves game or seen it on TV, they have the Beat the Freeze contest where they take a fan out of the crowd, your average Joe fan, and he gets like a, I don't know, halfway there head start against the freeze.
Well, he's smart. What he does is he reads. The guy gets a head start. He runs for a little bit, and then the Olympian has like an eye for it. And because I think he's an elite runner, and he definitely. I'm going to ask him tomorrow. He definitely tracks and determines the level scale of competition, and that's when he leaves.
So he races these, and then they always, no one can beat the freeze, and that's the mascot for Racetrack. Racetrack is your favorite gas station, man. If you don't have a favorite gas station, you do now. It's Racetrack. They're more than just your one-stop shop for a football tailgate. They are supporting our community. They are your team's biggest fan. With their whatever gets you going style of convenience, Racetrack is your go-to for all the game day essentials. You can get your ice there, your ice-cold drinks there, your salty snacks, your sweet treats. How about that freshly made in-house pizza? Mike has tried it. Mike has loved it. They've got breakfast pizza there too, and their pepperoni is brand new. 3 different types of pepperoni on their pepperoni pizzas. It's all hot and ready to go. And what I like about Racetrack, it's always convenient. And when I say convenient, when you're going to the gas station, you're not have all the time in the world. You're short on time. In, out, 30 seconds. Some racetracks have self-checkout, so it's nice and quick. I like their roller tornadoes. The Ultimate Nacho Tornado is my favorite personally. From Friday Night Lights to unforgettable touchdowns that light up the scoreboard, Racetrack is proud to support and fuel the passion and spirit of our young athletes. Join them all fall, join them all year to cheer on your local high school football team at Racetrack. Together, we're making a difference.
Are you going to be grilling Dr. Freeze with questions tomorrow?
I'm curious about a couple things. I'm curious if there's more of him. Are you the only one? Do you race 81 games a year? Do you have what type of running shoe do you support?
What if you like injuries?
Yeah, have you ever gotten injured? How well do you determine if you lose, does the guy get anything? Where do you train? Do you do just sprint workouts? Do you run long distance?
So Colin is hoping to beat this individual tomorrow and go,
well, I'm racing him. Whether he likes it or not, I don't care. We don't have to film it. I'm racing him. So that's going to happen.
We're meeting at the racetrack in, I think, Riviera Beach.
He's like the fastest man on the planet, no?
No. No.
Isn't that his shtick?
He's a very fast individual. He's not the fastest. Fastest man on the planet's got Olympics trained for.
Okay.
This guy's not an Olympian.
I thought that was like his
Oh, he might be an Olympian. I'm not sure.
I thought that was his shtick. Like he
Well,
was
he is
one of the
really fast.
Yeah.
All right, first of all, if you're the fastest man in the world, it's not a shtick. It's let's erase that. All right,
That's
the proper
bit he does.
description.
His bit. He runs.
That's his bit. He's the fastest man alive.
Exactly.
Thing.
That's
Mark
his,
Henry. That's his shtick.
That's his shtick. You know what I mean?
Man,
But
yeah.
all right. Well, Colin's going to plan on winning this and going, "What do I win?" And when he says nothing, that's when Colin
That's
will have
fine.
an issue.
I need bragging rights.
No,
I need bragging rights.
I think you'll get a free drink from the freeze.
You know what? You know what's going to happen? I'm going to start running, and I'm not. My top end speed is okay. Like I don't know what he's used to.
Talking 15, 16?
I think probably 17, 18. And he's going to see that, and he's going to think, all right, this is not like, Joe from section 326, at Braves Marlins.
You're
May.
cut above me.
Maybe. This
cut
guy's a
above
little
me.
faster. I'm selling myself a little too high, but maybe. Comparatively to some of the people I've seen run against Mr. Freeze, I think he's going to notice that, and you're not going to notice that big of a head start.
Yeah, I mean,
because we're running, a couple hundred yards?
Yeah,
I'm down the run down the street. That is fine.
You just got done telling me his whole shtick is knowing how much slower and faster
You got to
the next
stop
person
saying
is.
shtick.
It's one of my favorite words in the dictionary.
It's not a shtick if you're the fastest man alive.
That's his shtick, is that he pretends to be the fastest man alive. And he's going to smoke you in a race.
He probably will. I have no problem with. I
don't know why. What is the need for you to challenge him? May I ask?
What do you mean?
He's going to kick your butt.
I don't think this is a
I
Colin
beat
thing. I think
your
they
butt.
want this to happen.
No, I want this to happen.
I mean, hang on.
I don't
Hold
care.
on.
I want this to happen
Christian,
bad.
hold on.
I want this to happen
Our
bad.
director of marketing, Christina, said he wasn't racing him. And Brian, our director of content and boss, goes, "Why do you want to race him?"
I want to race him.
So this is totally a Colin thing. This isn't like...
Let's just put it this way. When I meet him, we're racing within 5 minutes. We're getting this out of the way. All right, I can't just sit here and talk to you and not think about racing you. So let's just get this out of the way, and then we can move on with whatever.
I'm not even going to say it. That's your shtick.
That's not my shtick.
That's your
What's my
shtick.
shtick? I want to race people. I've never raced anybody.
To get challenged is your shtick. You need to be challenged with something.
Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys. If you've been in that car accident, you raced Mr. Freeze, you fell, he tripped you, you never
Hope
know.
that's not you tomorrow. You're going to call Mark.
Truck accident, suffered a slip and fall. My friends Mark Anajar and Glenn Levine at Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys are here to fight for you. They don't even charge you unless you win. They work their hardest to get you that maximum compensation that you deserve. Let's call it like we see it. Basically, looking at the whole board, they are in the best in the business for a reason in South Florida. That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Go demand the best. It all takes is that one phone call. Take back control of your life today. Do it now and get that free consultation. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. Take back control with Anajar and Levine. We'll do a little 5 and 5 on the other side of things. It's Russo Rizzo, ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine, and our team is a triple threat to big insurance companies.
Don't settle with the insurance companies for a fraction of what your case is worth. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Get your free case review right now. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Tina, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Hey, Colin, what's up?
How's the gym?
It's been great. I'm seeing results. My sports certified Vitacost products have made a world of difference.
Oh, same. Isn't it great? Vitacost is basically the reason I've been able to keep up with Ironman training. Everything you need is in one place for my BCAAs, protein, and electrolytes. Best part, it's all clean and free of banned substances.
Go re-up on your supplements today. Visit Vitacost.com and use code ESPN20 for 20% off. Level up your game with Vitacost.
The 5 p.m. hour is presented by Good Greek Moving and Storage, the world's only total relocation company. Local or long distance, they've got you covered.
Good Greek Moving and Storage. Your superhero movers.
Welcome into the Kaiser Sports Update. I'm Kate Shumsland. It had been nearly a month since we saw the Seahawks football team take the field in West Palm Beach, but the performance we got on Saturday was well worth the wait. The team won 49-3 against Thomas University. The two-headed running back monster in the backfield tore up the Nighthawks defense. Dylan Simon went for a career-high 152 yards and 2 touchdowns, one of which was the second longest touchdown in school history with an 85-yarder in the second quarter. Jaden Miller also went for 141 yards and a score. In total, the Seahawks produced 692 yards of offense, the most in program history, breaking the previous record by 85 yards. The team next heads to Florida Memorial to take on the Lions this Saturday at 1 p.m. For times and tickets on all of Kaiser University's athletic events, head to KUSeahawks.com.
Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli, and I...
Stop, Dad! After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please!
There's only one reason Manzo's has voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. Our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Manzo's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Manzo's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
We also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Let's Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
If you enjoy rooting against the Yankees, and I understand you probably enjoy rooting against Philadelphia as well. Philadelphia's playing tonight, Game 4 of the NLDS against the Dodgers in Los Angeles, a 6:08. How about that? A 3 o'clock game local time for Los Angeles. I'm rooting for the Phillies here. They got Sanchez on the mound and against Glass now. But with Sanchez, I'm rooting for Ohtani to be on the mound Game 5 in Citizens Bank on Saturday night. That's all I want. So that's actually why I'm going to bet and root for the Philadelphia Phillies tonight in the divisional series games, which you also have the Brewers and the Cubs Game 4. You had a lot to bet on, and you got the Eagles and Giants Week 6 kicking things off on Thursday Night Football. You get a great college slate coming up this weekend. You got a lot to look forward to and a lot to watch, a lot to bet on. Download the Hard Rock Bet app on the App Store or the Google Play Store and put just $5 in, because if you put $5 in, bet $5, win it, you get $150 immediately in bonus bets. Refer a friend to get $50 on top of that as well. Check out the Stats Hub. See where the moving lines are. See where actually the money is. See what big shifts lie. If you have questions as to why Kansas City is actually favored against the Detroit Lions on Sunday Night Football next week, that's what you can check out on the app. And even bet player props, different leagues, string things together on the Discover page and put together a parlay. Have some fun with it. That is Hard Rock Bet. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus. Physically present and for the wager. Terms and conditions apply. Considered by gambling. Call 1-888-MINUTE. All right, let's bounce around. Let's do a little 5 and 5 presented by Flagler Credit Union.
5 topics.
High five.
5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Let's get out of here.
Endless takes.
You can't handle the truth.
All gas. No brakes.
And it's shaking Big Ten.
It's time for the 5 at 5.
Hold on to your butts.
Presented by Flagler Credit Union, proud supporter of FAU athletics. Number 1.
Big news out of the NBA around LeBron James. No, it's not the Decision 2.0. We found out it's a Hennessy ad. Instead, it's injury news for LeBron. Lakers superstar LeBron James will miss at least 3 to 4 weeks due to sciatica on his right side.
Sciatica?
I'm not familiar with the...
It's a nerve issue in your back. And it's almost exclusively for middle-aged men. And that's the craziest part. LeBron is a middle-aged man.
He has not played in the preseason yet, and this timeline will have him sidelined for at least 5 regular season games.
Listen, the NBA season starts too early as it is. The fact that we have basketball in October, who's watching that league in October? I mean, let's be honest with ourselves.
You love dunking on the NBA.
I just, they need to start the season Christmas. They need to start the season at Christmas time. They need to get rid of 20 games. It'll never happen.
Pain areas in the back, buttocks, hip, and lower extremities. How about that?
Outside of the Cavaliers, LeBron and the Heat, because we're home of the Heat. LeBron is one of the only reasons I watch the league, so I'm hurt from that standpoint. But I don't get your rest, King. Who the hell needs to play October basketball?
That's crazy. Sciatica is a middle-aged injury.
Dare I say he's just making things up so he doesn't have to play for 3 to 4 weeks.
He's not.
No one wants to play. I'll say
it
again.
Tyler Hero.
Nobody wants to play basketball in October.
Getting a surgery a week before the season starts. What's number 2?
Number 2.
Thursday Night Football tonight. It's the Giants hosting the Eagles. Eagles road favorites of 7.5 points. What are you most looking forward to in this divisional matchup, if anything?
Well, let's see how the Giants respond after a terrible, terrible performance against New Orleans on Sunday. It's the first short week of Jackson Dart's career. Let's see how the offense responds. Mike and I are going to make our cover 5 picks on the other side of things, so that's will be where our full actual breakdown comes, but we do have a hot side that we're taking.
We do. To answer your question, I want to see how Jackson Dart plays against probably the best defense in the NFL.
Coming off a loss.
And I want to see how the Eagles respond after losing at home. This is a divisional game. I think they understand how important that is, even though the Commanders and the Cowboys don't look like, world beaters this year. I'm interested in those 2 things going in tonight's Thursday Night Football game.
Number 3.
Let's go to baseball, where we've got some NLDS action tonight. 2 teams that are down 2-1 in terms of the 5-game series. Phillies down 2-1 to the Dodgers. Cubs down 2-1 to the Brewers. Both of these teams will have to win both a road and a home game in order to win the series and upset their foes. Who do you have more confidence in actually overcoming the deficit? Cubs, who are down 2-1, or the Phillies?
I have more confidence in the Phillies, and that's crazy to say because I think the Dodgers are the best team remaining. But I do not see and that was a dramatic game last night. Game 3, 4-3. I mean, they were trying to survive with their bullpen, which is already shaky to begin with. This is Chicago, that is. And the Brewers are dangerous. They just knock on the door every chance they get. Cubs were able to escape. I actually anticipate a little bit of what Toronto did last night and to close them out with a lot of offense.
I've been dead wrong on the MLB side so far in the playoffs this year. I'm going to stay constant, though. I think the Dodgers are still that best team and a step above than everyone else. Listen, give credit to Schwarber, man. That guy was ice cold and had 2 pretty big home runs last night for the Phillies. That was fun to watch. I'm with Colin. I'm rooting for Game 5s on both sides, but I'm going to have to go with the Cubs because I think the Dodgers are just that much better than everybody else right now.
Number 4.
Well, right around now is the deadline to get your survivor picks in these survivor pools. It was a bloodbath last weekend with the Rams losing to the 49ers. That cut out a lot of people that were in survivor pools.
It didn't cut out Christian and I. Indiana Jones, baby.
Cardinals losing also destroyed a lot of survivor pools. When you look ahead at this Week 6 slate, there's one double-digit favorite and a bunch of touchdown favorites. Mike, Colin, I know, Colin, you're live in one of your survivor pools. Who are you guys going with for this week?
I still have the Packers available.
14.5-point favorites against the Joe Flacco Bengals.
I kind of like the 14.5 for Cincinnati. I kind of do.
You want to get a middle there then?
I don't want to take Green Bay. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because they traditionally are not great off the bye with Matt LaFleur. I was going through it today. They have traditionally not been great off the bye. But I do think they're going to win the game. But 14.5. Mike doesn't like it. We're going to talk about that next when we make our picks.
I'm not as locked in on the Packers as Colin is. Keep in mind, Colin was on the radio in Wisconsin for about 3.5 years, so he would know that bye week stat better than I would.
I might take Denver this week in London. I might.
It's green. My brother and I and cousin, 3 of us are on the Jedi Council when it comes to making our picks. We could live with Green Bay losing to Joe Flacco at home. If they don't win, I could live with it. I could live with it.
That's your team trading the knife
that's so crazy that no one could have predicted it. I think that's fair.
I could live with it. And on the flip side,
keep an eye out. That's going to be a 37-35 shootout.
The other game you could take. There are 2 winners this week. It's Green Bay and it's the Steelers. The Steelers host the Browns. The Browns have not won a regular season game in Pittsburgh in 20 years. Remember, they won that COVID year playoff game, but that wasn't a regular season game. They haven't won in that godforsaken stadium, that giant yellow mustard stadium, and God knows how long, okay? Those are the 2 teams. We're deciding not to fade the Browns this week, and we're going to go with the Packers because we looked on the schedule. I really don't know where else we would take the Packers outside of at home against the Bengals this week. The issue, everyone's going to be on that game.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Everyone's going to be on the game, and I have made my peace with it. I made my peace.
One of those survive in advance weeks.
Yeah, it is. And I could live with Joe Flacco going into Green Bay with those cheeseheads and winning. If they lose that game, all 3 of us, that's the first thing we all said to each other is we could live with it.
All right. Yeah, Mike, the 2 options you gave to me, I'm in 2 leagues. That's the 2 that I picked.
Yep.
In my survivor pool that has a ton of people, I went with the Steelers to try to get a numerical edge. And like you said, get opportunity with the Steelers now because you won't have much later.
Agreed.
And then in the one that with less people, I saw there's about 25 people left. 8 of those people already picked Green Bay. So I said, all right, I'll take Green Bay because I know that at least 8 people can't.
I think we could all agree on this. The matchups, world football, the matchups are tough. The matchups have been tough this year. They really have been, man.
I have 33 people left in mine. I imagine a lot of them are going to take Green Bay, so that's why I want to stay away.
The Colts are 7.5-point favorites against the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are going to surprise people and ruined another week of survivor pools by losing when they should have won.
There's something about
winning when they should have lost.
team responding after a terrible loss. There's something about that professional football. I agree with you. I think they're going to give them everything they can
on
handle.
that Cardinal over.
But
I'm dead on that Cardinal over, man.
Think of the way they lost last week. 2 of those plays won't happen again. Anyone this year. The fumble at the back of the end zone.
I don't know. And
the interception and the fumble
if that locker room cares at all about that head coach, they're going to come out and play really tough because of all the flack he's gotten. And I think they like that coach. I do think so.
I think Indianapolis is just good, though, guys.
Yeah, very good. There's no doubt.
I think they're
but
a good team.
it's a week-by-week league. Any given Sunday. Any given Sunday.
But those are, to answer your question, Green Bay and Pittsburgh, you'll be
but
advancing.
I'm more thinking about who I'm betting against rather than who I'm betting for. This is why I think Denver. I mean, the Jets are so bad.
I picked Denver already.
Yeah, they're so bad.
We picked Denver week 1, and we sweated it out against the Titans.
Number 4.
All right. We're going to skip right to number 5
Number
instead.
5.
Spo, the head coach of Team USA Basketball. Good move, bad move?
I think that is a fine move.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Number 5.
All right, now to get to business.
Perfect.
Mike, you might know about this guy more than I do. Newcastle United midfielder Joe Willock, 26 years old, had to be rescued from a York maze. Think of a corn maze. After a distress call to emergency services was made around 5 o'clock on Tuesday, he had been lost in the United Kingdom's largest maze for approximately 6 hours.
Oh, my God.
How long do you need to be lost in a corn maze for you to call 911?
45 minutes.
I'm kind of with
You're getting
Colin
airlifted out of there.
This is a waste of time.
I hate
this
that
is
stuff.
a waste
Guys,
of time.
I'm with Colin on that.
You find an external way of getting out of there. You climb something. You scream.
Dude,
you do something to get the hell out of there.
But you call 911? What if it's a big one? They can't hear you and you're by yourself.
Climb a wall. Is this like a stone wall or is this like shrubbery?
This is very thick shrubbery. You can't get through it.
Dude, think of Harry Potter. Think of Harry Potter Goblet of Fire.
What a waste of time.
Think of Harry Potter.
Is there
Goblet of
nobody
Fire.
else in the maze?
He was stuck.
There was nobody else in the maze?
Apparently not.
I'm with Colin on this stuff. I don't.
An hour.
Yeah.
I'm calling
No,
someone.
let's say they give you an estimate. They say this maze should cost you 1 hour to complete. So you know you're getting into a bit of an endeavor there.
It might. So
how soon after the 1 hour suggested time do you call 911?
Yeah, I've never mazed that it's taken me longer than 8 or 9 minutes to figure out.
Boys, I have a story. Godforsaken amusement park that I'm not going to name because I actually really like the amusement park.
Oh, Cedar Point, yeah.
Yeah.
An ex of mine and I, we went into this maze.
Like an indoor maze.
We couldn't, dude. Guys, she started crying. She thought we were done.
Damn, you gave her the ick, Mike.
Was it like the House of Mirrors?
Is there anything more emasculating than not being able to do a maze?
It was a House of Mirrors?
Along those lines. It was like a trick
fun
room
house.
kind of fun house thing. But it was huge. It was the size of 2 football fields, okay? And it's like at this point, I looked at her and I said, we're going to get out of this. We're going to get out of this. I ultimately
What is this? What are you doing? What is this, an action movie?
I ultimately let us out of it, but
Wow,
I'm all
heroic
done.
of you. You let her out of the maze? You had no other...
But here's the issue. It was close to closing time of the park. That's why she was freaking out. And we ended up figuring out how to get out. And I looked at her. You know, I have a saying. I looked at her. I said, so-and-so, mazes, whatever. Never again. Never again.
Mike, this is a two-way failure.
Never again. Oh, it was. I'm not. Listen, I am not. But the moment she started crying, that's when the clutch gene had to kick in a little bit. All right, kid, you got to figure this out, mate.
I wouldn't be able to help but laugh. I'm going to be honest.
No, if this happened in my relationship, I would disappear and then scare her. Boo!
Yeah. Or turn the corner and be like, ah!
Or take some sharp left and right turns. All of a sudden, she's by herself.
Somebody got you, like Friday the 13th.
Mike, they're closing soon. Are we gonna get out of here?
But Mike, crying. As the man in the household, you got to get her out of there.
I did, and I got her out of there. But I looked at her. I said, never again.
Got her out of there.
I got her out of there, man. I looked at her.
You got her out.
I said, never again.
You were Forrest Gump.
We got her out.
Granted, I was 16 years old. Too.
You were Tom Hanks going to get Bubba and get him out of the Vietnam woods.
Yeah, I got him out.
Jeez.
Tossed her over your shoulder.
Out of Saigon in
I said
75.
never again. Never again.
Gotta get him out.
Godforsaken maze. Might have been one of the first times I ever said or saying Godforsaken. That godforsaken maze at No Names Please amusement park.
I'm going up to Chicago this weekend. Apparently they are massive for the pumpkin patches. Massive for the.
You're gonna go into fall season for sure.
I'm gonna do a maze.
You find a haunted house.
Those I become Mike's ex-girlfriend with.
You gotta go.
I become a little bit of a pansy.
You gotta go.
I hate haunted
houses. You can't go in a city. You got it because there's too much. There's too much law enforcement. You gotta go in the middle of nowhere
where they can touch you.
Where they can, and you gotta sign like the 7 waivers. And they can beat you up and everything and cut your hair.
Do you like haunted houses?
No.
I cannot stand them.
But
I cannot stand them.
I'd be so intrigued to see what that's about. I'd be so intrigued.
I used to watch the Travel Channel this time, like when I was a kid growing up, and they would always go to like world's most extreme haunted houses. And they would tie you up and like just beat you with hammers.
Oh God, dude.
That one got shut down. I heard
yeah?
that. Yeah,
That
one got shut down. I know that story. It's like it was literally like a torture chamber.
It was 7 floors of hell. Was the one we went up growing up in Cleveland. I could not stand it.
Well, there was a haunted,
it was such a waste of time.
A haunted hayride. My Uncle Bill was this like hillbilly dude, would wear the full body camo, and we would go out to the same one in Pine Bush, New York. And it's like 4 years in a row. Every single year on the haunted hayride, I would bury my head between my knees and start crying because I could not handle these creatures coming out of the woods and doing the fake chainsaw. I would cry when I was a kid. I couldn't do it.
Dude,
I want to try out Universal Studios and see if as an adult I can handle it and appreciate it.
That's definitely not a big time haunted house. It's at Universal. That's made for children.
I'm Ebenezer Scrooge on those things, telling you how stupid it is the whole time. Like, God, I can't wait for this to be over. Like,
I'm just so fascinated.
Stupid.
I'm so fast. There's nothing like the rush of a haunted house.
You want to do one this year?
I'll never forget, boys. I'll never forget. One of these guys was like doing something so ridiculous, and one of my buddy's girlfriends. I literally stopped. I looked at the guy. I said, "You're an idiot," and everybody, including the workers, just started dying laughing.
This feels like a fake story.
No, dude, it was just like perfect timing.
And everyone clapped.
I
don't know about
Mike
saving his girlfriend.
No, I said,
haunted
honest
maze.
God, I looked at the dude. I said, honest God, you're an idiot. And everyone just started dying laughing.
You got to go like the middle of Missouri, Kansas.
There's the horror movies about that.
That's
about fake haunted houses.
Don't come back. You're not gonna come back, kid.
That's where the real haunted houses are. The ones you got to sign all the waivers.
If you own and operate a haunted house, we will get the ESPN West Palm crew to go there.
I'm terrible.
888-760-3776. Best haunted houses in Florida. If you got one in mind, you want to plug your buddies, please let us know. 888-760-3776.
Plug your buddy. What is this house in Jupiter? He's running a haunted house in Jupiter and it's at his home.
You got to go inside of Florida. You got to go in westward. It's probably on Alligator Alley somewhere. There's probably a haunted house somewhere.
My best buddy's older brother has got like kids and stuff, and he creates one on his front lawn like every year. They love Halloween.
For children.
Yeah.
Right.
I like Halloween too. Dude, the haunted house, fake chainsaw, Christian crying. I could go without all that, man. I got to be honest.
You will see me the most vulnerable you've ever seen me at a haunted house.
Wow.
I don't blame you.
Honestly,
I don't blame you.
Screams. Like
Mike's going to be miserable. Christian's going to be scared.
Like, I'm
going to lie. I think it's funny always. I just think it's funny. I don't know.
Not next weekend, the weekend after that.
Like Colin's saying the waste of time. Like, yeah, that is the definition of a waste of time walking in those godforsaken houses.
ESPN South Florida app available to download on the App Store. Listen to Mike Rizzo and myself. Listen to Theoretically Speaking. Listen to Inter Miami English and Spanish. Listen to our high school coverage tomorrow night. ESPN West Palm High School Game Day. It's all available on the app. Listen to it in full, including the Florida Panthers broadcasts every game on the app. Stay tuned for that. We got to make our cover 5 picks on the other side of things into the NFL season. It's Russo Rizzo, ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Football season is here, and the ultimate game day headquarters is Twin Peaks. Whether it's college Saturdays or NFL Sundays, catch every kickoff, every touchdown, every Hail Mary right here at Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views. From scratch-made favorites to ice-cold 29-degree draft beers, Twin Peaks is delivering all the winning plays. Looking for a stronger lineup? No one does game day like Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, come for the game, stay for the experience.
Attention business owners, the next several months are going to be super busy. Why not let us take some of the burden off of you? Get the help you need from Intelligent Office in Palm Beach Gardens. Professional live receptionists to answer, screen, and forward all of your calls to you live. Why do you need a virtual assistant? No high salaries, no holidays or sick pay, no call-outs, no turnover, and no additional equipment. Call 561-472-8400 or visit intelligentoffice.com to learn more how we can help you streamline your day.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. On game day, great prep makes all the difference. Same goes for your pizza. That's why I go with Frigidaire's Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. Fresh pizzas go from dough to done in just 2 minutes.
Whether you're throwing a party or squeezing in dinner between plays, this oven delivers hot, crispy, restaurant-quality pizza right from your kitchen. Only from Frigidaire. Game-ready pizza. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Let's get back to the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. This is Russo and Rizzo on ESPN 106.3.
Week 6 of the NFL season kicking off in just about 2 or so hours. Colin Russo, Mike Rizzo, Christian Cat, Russo and Rizzo, ESPN 106.3. The Cover 5 app is available to download on the App Store. Go to ESPN West Palm in the groups and then use code MVP 2025 to get into the league. How it works is this. It's lightning bets. Pick 5 games a week. If you pit, the Kansas City Chiefs that are favored by 2.5 this week, if they win by 10, you basically get 8 points. That's how this works. Every game, it's about how much you win the spread by. You win, you get entered for a chance to win some Duffy's gift cards. And if you beat both shows, as in Theo Dorsey and Christian Cat and myself and Mike Rizzo, you do that, you get opportunities to win some Duffy's. And at the end of the year, the person... So tell me if I'm getting this right. The end of the year.
If you're in already.
If you are.
You had to be in by week 4, so if you're in already.
Never mind.
But it's $50. No one beat Russo and Rizzo and Theoretically Speaking last week, so the prize rolled over to this week. So we have $50 on the line.
That's a lot of money.
All right, let's get right into the picks. We're going with Denver favored at New York, 7.5. We're
at New York, what's in London? Yes.
Sorry. Banking on the Jets still stinking. We're going with the Chargers favored at Miami by 3.5.
That's a get-right game. I like that as well.
Tampa Bay at home, favorites against San Francisco, 2.5. San Francisco's been flirting with disaster for too long. I think a big day from Emeka Egbuka is due.
All right.
Kyle doesn't like that pick. The 2 picks, folks, that I kind of will claim here, Tampa Bay and Detroit, and then I took Detroit plus 2.5 against Kansas City. Christian
Vegas
was on
knows
it.
Something.
Christian was on it before the season, and I'm finally there. I think Kansas City stinks. I do. I think they stink. I don't think they're a good team.
I think we should.
So I'm
let it be known.
That.
Let's put it out into the world. I think that we should take Cincinnati this week plus 14.5.
I wanted to fade Carolina. Colin did not let me fade Carolina.
We're not touching Carolina. Not with my over.
And then Christian, our last cover 5 game, Buffalo at Atlanta minus 3.5. We're on a lot of road dogs.
Are we taking Chicago? Did you take out the Eagles?
No, I told you, give me Detroit.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Unless you want.
No, I like Detroit.
Okay. But do you want to take out Buffalo or one of the favorites? Colin, we're on 4 road favorites. Is that disaster? We're on 4 road favorites.
Life is about taking chances. Let's rock it. That's our cover 5 pick. That's Mike Rizzo, Colin Russo, Christian Cat. Russo and Rizzo saying so long. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, 4 to 6, ESPN 106.3.
Does your business leave a lasting impression? Attractive, eye-catching signs help you stand out from the crowd and create a strong brand identity. Our team at Signorama West